Hi there, I'm Logan Medish, and this is High Caliber History. Ukraine's President Zelensky has made it known that any Ukrainian who wants to fight for their country will be provided a rifle and ammo. This is great to hear from a rights standpoint, but where are all of those guns coming from? Sure, there have been verbal commitments from other countries and companies to provide these items, but Ukrainians had an ample amount of arms to be dispersed right away, so where did they come from? At the end of an unassuming road outside of the eastern Ukrainian town of Artemivsk, or Bakhmut, is the village of Paraskovievka. There, you'll find a salt mine originally established in 1869. What were originally man-made caverns, the result of more than a century and a half of mining, were turned into the ultimate weapons storage location beginning in the 1950s by the Soviet Union. The kinds of small arms contained here is far-reaching, dating as far back as World War I. There are also World War II weapons from the Red Army, guns captured from German forces, and arms from the United States under the Lend-Lease Agreement. Of course, there's also a large supply of AK pattern rifles of various different models amassed from the 1950s through to the 1990s. In 2014, a man interviewed by The Guardian said he worked on weapon maintenance at the facility during the 1990s. The weapons he saw included sabers from World War I and even horse-drawn machine guns known as tachanka. If they are even remotely similar to the contents unearthed in 2016 in a Russian warehouse, then the possibilities of what's in there are almost endless, including MG34s, MG42s, Tokarev pistols, Nagant revolvers, and, of course, plenty of AK variants. The exact number of arms stored within is unknown, but it was thought to be as many as 3 million. After the Soviet Union dissolved and soldiers began leaving their posts and returning home, Ukraine found itself being inundated with even more small arms and ammunition. Thousands of rail cars were left stalled on the tracks, full of ammunition, completely unattended. Near Odessa, there were 1,500 rail cars, another 1,000 near Slavuta, and 330 more near Chudniv. The Ukrainian Ministry of Defense tried to inventory their newfound surplus, but were quickly overwhelmed. They claimed to have somewhere between 2.44 million and 3 million tons of ammunition, and around 7 million small arms, stored not just in the mines, which undoubtedly held much of it, but in approximately 220 different depots throughout the country. We'll never know exactly how much disappeared from the country, but there are a couple cases that provide numbers upon which we can extrapolate. In March 1999, a shipment from Ukraine to Liberia by way of Burkina Faso in Africa contained 68 tons of freight, consisting of 3,000 AKM rifles, 1 million rounds of ammo for them, 25 RPGs, and 80 anti-aircraft and anti-tank missiles. A second shipment in July of 2000 left Ukraine, also bound for Liberia, this time by way of the Ivory Coast. This shipment contained 10,500 AK pattern rifles, 120 sniper rifles, and 8 million rounds of ammo. When conflict broke out in Ukraine in 2014, one of the guards at the salt mine arsenal told a Sky News reporter, quote, "If anyone got in there, they could arm everyone in Ukraine. There are rifles, machine guns, heavy weapons, and millions of rounds of ammunition." With conflict renewed in the country by Russia's invasion in February 2022, many soldiers are seen today carrying AK variants, any number of which could have come from somewhere within the labyrinth of tunnels within the salt mine stockpile of Paraskovievka. We will never know exactly how many arms were once held or are currently held in the salt mine arsenal, but one thing is certain. Those guns have been arming Ukrainians and others the world over for decades, and there is no end in sight. Even if every single rifle given out to fighters in 2022 grows legs and walks away after the fighting ends, like so many did both during and after the Cold War, I think it's safe to say that there will still be plenty left should the need arise to use them in the future, still secreted away in Ukraine's salt mine arsenal. Thanks for tuning into this video. I hope you learned something today. Please, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, give a thumbs up to the video, leave me a comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you right here on the next video.